Hello YouTube, Eric DIY here along with Zach, and today we're making natural weed killer. Fortunately, just mulched the whole front yard just to have weeds come right up through it, and that's even with doing underlayment and everything. So we're gonna make some natural weed killer to try to get rid of them. So we're gonna mix all these ingredients again: 1 gallon of white vinegar, 1 cup of salt, and a tablespoon of Dawn into this container. We're gonna mix it all around, and then I have some spray bottles to put it in, and whatever's left over I'll put back into the gallon jar of vinegar. First step, take the 1 cup of salt and put it into the mixing chamber. That's what we'll call this thing, mixing chamber. Second, we're gonna take the whole gallon of white vinegar, freshly made, and we're gonna mix it with the salt. That's why we need a big container. We're gonna do the whole gallon. It smells delightful. And then finally, put 1 tablespoon of Dawn. I like to use Dawn because it's biodegradable. It's the same stuff that they use when they're cleaning up oil spills in the ocean. So I'm trusting Dawn. Couldn't want cheaper, but I decided not to. There we go. Oozing. And we'll just mix that up. Hey, speaking about mixing up, I think I have someone to do that. Start mixing. Keep your hand out of there. Just mix with this thing, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Mix with me, bud. Yeah, making it so bad. So it's all mixed up and it's ready to go. Now what we're gonna do is just pour in some spray bottles and we'll get this thing going. Typical DIY fashion, because I cannot find my funnels, we will make one out of this empty, used water bottle. Just gonna cut it off right about here. And go all the way around. Then we'll just put the spout in first and we'll pour the liquid down here. I'm gonna need an assistant for this though. And now we're gonna slowly pour the solution into the wide mouth spray bottle. Funnel away, spray bottle going on. Notice I'm doing this over the big vat, as we like to call it, so that way any extra spills over into the vat. Let's go spray some on some weeds.
Yes!
Now just note that today there might be some rain, and also that this thing is not like Roundup. It will eventually kill weeds, but it might need multiple applications, but it's also not cancerous, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna just spray those weeds. That'll be our test. These weeds were growing before I put the mulch on, and somehow they spread their seed when I put the underlayment underneath this river rock bed here. Spray the weeds liberally with the weed killer. The soap is to take off the waxy protector on the weeds. The salt and the vinegar is to dry out the weed. So we'll see what happens. Zach, you want to turn at this?
Yeah.
All right, don't get on your hands. Spray the green stuff. Spray. Work it, work it. Yes. All right, good. We'll also spray these weeds just to see if it works over here on this corner. This is a place I mulched last year with really bad mulch that didn't survive, but it grew all these weeds on it. So we're gonna spray that down too. The last place that we'll spray for this video is this corner with the clover over here. I do not like this. Gotta spray it so it gets all over the leaves. Again, it's gonna probably rain today. It's probably not the best day to put this on, but we're gonna do it anyways. So we wanna see if it somewhat works. And again, you might have to put multiple coats on over a series of days. Again, not as effective as Roundup, I don't think, but we'll see. But again, you're not spraying cancerous chemicals in your yard. We're gonna test it out first. We're not gonna use the whole gallon today. Not only that, it'd probably be better if we use the backpack sprayer if it does work, so that we can cover a lot more of the ground. But we're gonna test it out first. We're gonna pour the rest of the unused stuff back into the Heinz cleaning vinegar because it is a gallon. And that way, we'll have it all in the original vinegar container. Have a lot of it for now. Make sure it works. It's the next day after spraying, and as you can see, there's a little yellowing happening here. There's some green there, but it definitely affected the plant somewhat. So we're doing well. We're gonna do another round of spraying today. And like I said, it might take multiple applications. We're gonna respray these weeds. It should work a little bit better today as we have direct sunlight. It's hot out and it'll dry on the plant faster. So we'll just squirt it all down. And we'll take a look at it again tomorrow and see how it did. This is the last video we'll take of this weed killer, but it did work. It did kill the weeds here and there. I just gotta pull out the little shards there. But it's not Roundup. It's not gonna happen in a day, but it will happen. It's just a matter of spraying the weeds down. Let's look at the other spaces. Over here, it seemed to do a better job. That's 2 sprays. Again, probably need more spray to get a little bit more of the green done, but it's definitely killing the weeds. So now the best place that it worked though was near the garage. This is where all that clover was. It's basically dead. It's basically just the remnants and shells of what's left. And Roundup will do the same thing there. And then I sprayed all along the garage here. This used to be all plants. You can see that I'm probably gonna have to spray over here a little bit more. But most of the clover that was over here is gone. So that was 1 spray on that, by the way. That wasn't 2. So the conclusion here is the natural weed killer can actually work. It's just that in some places it might take multiple applications. Pros are it's made out of materials that are soap, salt, and vinegar. I mean, those are natural ingredients that you don't have a problem with, and yeah, so it definitely works. If you're looking for a natural weed killer, I definitely recommend it. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.